What's up, guys? My name is Jordan Bochinski. I am a Canadian from Winnipeg, Manitoba. Super excited for the semester. I got a family of six back home. I got two brothers that are younger than me and one sister. We're all actually 2 years apart. So I'm 23, my brother's 21, another brother is 19, and my sister is 17. Hockey's been a big part of my life, and also sports, which is why I'm pursuing a digital media with a performance-based degree here at Liberty. Super excited about that, and just to be kind of pursuing my passion. Current job that I'm doing, actually, I work with kids during the summer in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. The camp is called Camp Manitou, where we bring inner city youth in from downtown and pay for them to come to camp to give them that experience. And then while I'm at Liberty University here, I work for club sports in the media department. Just kind of getting that experience, I think, is important before I move forward into a career. I'm also a senior, so this is kind of Jordan's send-off tour this year. Just trying to get as much experience as I can. Some of my plans that I want to do after I graduate is actually work at TSN. TSN is like our Canadian version of ESPN in the States here, or actually work for ESPN as well. I have something that I do called the Bo Show, which is interviewing professional athletes, mostly NHL players, and just asking them about life, asking them fun questions, different than your mainstream media that will generally ask, how is the game, or how's your arm injury, for example, or, questions that can get a little bit repetitive and even boring, for lack of a better word. But we like to spice things up and have fun on the Bo Show. We have a podcast and a YouTube channel, as well an Instagram account where we post a lot of fun video content. And so that's been going really well. So that's one of my big passions and one of the reasons I'm in school, to get that educational background. I hope to learn from this course is just to be a better public speaker. Public speaking actually has never been too challenging for me. But just to flow more, to really deliver my point. When I have something that I want to say or a point that I want to get across, I want to become efficient in getting that point across. Having people really truly understand what I'm talking about too. That's an issue for me. Sometimes I overthink, oh, Jordan, like, do you think that your audience right now knows exactly what you're talking about or knows the point you're trying to make? So that's definitely something that I want to work on. That's something that I want to get better at. When it comes to a story of kind of a life-changing event, I would say that this came last year, actually. I'm a reborn Christian when I was 19, and yeah, that was huge. That was a huge life event. But last year, actually, during the hockey season, I play on the Liberty hockey team here. Come out to our first game. I think it's September 23rd, whatever that Friday is. Quick free ad for the hockey team. But no, I had a concussion last year near the end of the season, and I had to sit out for a couple games for our last two games against Alabama, and for me that was an opportunity to sit back and just take everything in. I feel like I was really taking things for granted, and at the same time I was taking things for granted, hockey had completely taken over my life, and it had taken over my relationship with Christ. It had taken over just my relationship with my fiance back home. It had taken over a lot of things, and it was all about hockey. It was all about hockey, and I wasn't appreciating what we truly had here, what God had given us. So being able to sit out and look at it from an outsider's perspective and realize, hey, listen, if I had a worse injury, this thing could end at any moment. Really just made me so much more grateful to be here, so much more appreciative of the awesome school that this is and the amazing support that we have as a team. So I would say that was truly a life-changing event, to make sure that I always have Jesus in the front seat and everything else in my life in the back seat. Still a passionate guy about certain things, but just making sure that I have my priorities in check. That was a huge moment for me.